Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to What's New in CRM 2011, episode 24. And today we're looking at installing and configuring the Outlook client. As usual, I'll be using the web version of CRM to do this training session. Now, I'm using the trial version. On your web version, you'll actually have a button, an Outlook button, in the CRM menu. And what this button basically does, it's a shortcut where if you click on the button, it will allow you to download the Outlook client installation file. But as I mentioned, because I'm on the trial version, what I'm going to do is navigate to Microsoft's website and download the file from their download center. So if I just jump over to my other tab where I've got this open, the file that you would download is called CRM 2011 Client ENU I386. So what I'll just do is click on download um, and save that to my desktop. Now normally I would save to my desktop, but I've already prepared a file earlier. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that Microsoft screen and minimize, and here is my file. Now if I was to go ahead and double click on that file, the first thing I'll need to do is extract the information within this file into a folder. I've already done that just below here, so I've just simply double clicked on the file, extracted into this folder. So what I'm going to do is just double click and open up that particular folder. Now to install the Outlook client for the first time, you would double click on the setup client application file. And when you double click on this file, it will take you through to a wizard, and it will basically prompt you to put some data into particular boxes. Now, unfortunately, I can't click on the setup client because I've already got an instance of CRM installed on my Outlook. As you know, with CRM 2011, you can install multiple organizations on your Outlook. And that is what I'm going to do. So instead of clicking the setup client, what I'm going to do, because I've already got an instance of CRM installed, is I'm going to go ahead and click on Start, All Programs, navigate down to Microsoft Dynamics CRM 2011, and I'm going to click on the Configuration Wizard. As you can see here, I've already got my Outsourcery CRM installed. And what I'm going to do is click on Add to add another organization. Now, when you double click on the Setup client, you would come through to this screen, as I'm on now. First thing the system asks you for is a URL. And this is the URL that you use to access your CRM system from the web. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead here and copy that URL and paste it into this box. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and hit on the test connection button, and it's exactly what it says on the tin. Basically, when you hit the test connection, it's the system now is just attempting to connect to the to that particular database using the URL that you put in the server URL box. So we'll just give that a couple of seconds for it to go through, and there you go. Next, it's going to ask you to put in your username and password. So I'm just going to put that in there. As you know, it's got to be a Windows Live ID. So I'm just going to put in my username there, and I'm going to go ahead and put in my password. I'm going to leave remember my password and connect me automatically ticked. And this simply means when you open up Outlook, CRM would automatically be logged in. It'll automatically log you in. If you untick that box, it'll prompt you to enter your username and password when you open up Outlook. So I'm just going to leave that tick, and I'm going to click OK. And it's just going to take a couple of minutes now. And as you can see, what it's done is it's populated the organization and the display name with that of the system that you're connecting to. And finally, I want to click synchronize. I'm going to check the box that says synchronize with this organization. And as you know, synchronizing basically means that you can track emails from your Outlook back into CRM, track appointments back into CRM, and it also means that you can synchronize contacts and activities from your CRM system back into your Outlook. Once you've ticked that box, just going to go ahead and click OK. It's going to take several minutes just to install all of the necessary files it needs to open up, to configure and install onto your Outlook. And once it is configured, it's just a case of opening up your Outlook, and you'll find that your CRM 2011 is fully integrated into your Outlook application. Now, I've done this on Outlook 2010. It's exactly the same procedure for Outlook 2007 and 2003. So I've just finished my installation. So all I'm going to do is close now. Just to make sure it's worked, I'm going to go ahead and click on Start and open up my Outlook. Just wait for that to go through. And just to give you an idea that it has actually worked and it installed the necessary files onto my Outlook, you'll see that now MZA Corporation is on the left hand side here. And please bear in mind, if I only installed one organization, then and that was MZA Corporation, then instead of saying solutions here, it will say MZA Corporation. But because I have multiple organizations, it will say solutions and it will list the organizations on the left hand side. And there you have it. So our Outlook, our CRM has been completely installed and configured into our Outlook. Thank you very much for attending this training session. I hope it's been useful. Thank you.